So here we have the new Sony AX53. Can you hold it? So who are you?
My name's Van Nguyen. I'm the product trainer here at Sony Electronics. This is the new AX53 Sony 4K Handycam.
So what's new about this one?
Yeah, so it does feature balanced optical steady shot with active intelligent mode, which means it's got even better image stabilization than the predecessor AX33. Now, really the unique thing about it is that the lens and the sensor itself has been redesigned.
So it's a better sensor?
It's a better sensor. It's actually a 16:9 format, and what that allows us to do is actually have much larger pixels, 1.6 times larger pixels than a traditional camcorder.
Compared to the
AX33.
Is it the same size?
Physically, about the same size.
About the same size, better sensor?
Better sensor. You can have better image quality because of that larger pixel size. You actually have better dynamic range, better color. The sensor itself is the pixels 1.6 times larger pitch. So the sensor size itself is still that 2/3.
So it's 8 megapixels. It's exactly the amount of 4K.
It's actually a little bit higher resolution. It's than 4K, and that allows it to have some additional and enhanced image stabilization.
The balance is better image stabilization compared to AX53.
It actually is.
So how does that work?
So yeah, so we've got the new and improved image sensor and the balanced optical steady shot work together with a new image algorithm for stabilization. So that's improved, and then also the autofocus is actually 40% faster than in the previous model as well.
Is it going to be $1,000?
It'll be $999 US when it launches.
How soon can people buy it?
That's a good question. I believe it should be here this spring.
All right. Yeah. And you can connect external microphone.
Yeah, right here on the top we have a cover.
Is that exactly the same as before?
It's exactly the same as before. This is what we call the multi-interface shoe. If I turn it this way here, you can see there's additional connectors here inside the multi-interface shoe that allows it to accept additional accessories like a zoom microphone that can be powered via the camera itself. Photo light, video light, that type of thing as well.
So how long is the battery life for shooting 4K?
With the supplied battery, you're looking about 45 minutes to an hour to shoot 4K. Now you can purchase additional batteries because of the form factor. It's not an internal battery, so you can actually have a much larger capacity battery hanging off the back.
33, but I didn't like the low light.
How about the depth of field?
Depth of field about the same as well.
Same, so it's kind of like flat, or how does it look like compared to?
If you're zooming all the way out at the maximum zoom, which is the 30 times optical, it will compress the image. Just like
you guys don't have it. See, I want to feel it with the battery.
With the battery,
so I can feel how.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Here's a battery here. This is on the 33. So this is not the stock battery. This is probably the next step up.
So how about the bit rate? Is still the same? Is it still the same format?
Yep, it shoots in XAVCS in 4K at up to 100 megabits per second.
And how low can it go, the bit rate?
The bit rate can go quite low if you're not shooting in XAVCS.
If you take 4K?
In 4K you can shoot at 60 and 50 as well.
60, yeah. And it's compatible with YouTube? You just upload directly to YouTube?
60 megabits per second. Yeah, bit rate.
None of them are 60 megabits per second.
No, not yet. Then you have to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kazuo Hirai.
Let me welcome President and COO of Sony Electronics, Mike Fasulo.
To share with you our newest 4K Handycam with an all-time best in 4K picture quality through the combination of a newly developed lens and sensor. The new 26.8mm Zeiss lens, along with 20 times optical zoom, captures stories in high resolution with even greater detail, be it a precious birthday or a memorable film screen. Its stability, compactness, and accurate color reproduction enables you to focus on capturing the right moment, while the Handycam captures just the right detail. And adding to that is Handycam's new XMR-R CMOS sensor, offering 1.6 times bigger pixel size and better sensitivity than past sensors. Now what that translates into is reduced noise and improved image quality, especially in low light conditions, even candlelight. The new microphone structure collects sound not just from the top, but from 5 directions. And this provides for better stereo sound. So whether you're recording a music recital or a music video, your footage will sound like the real thing, and you'll be able to relive that moment whenever you want to play it back. With our new 4K Handycam equipped with fast, intelligent autofocus, you can capture spontaneous moments and fast action. So 2 years ago I said 4K for the price of 2K. Last year I said 4K for 1K. This year I say 4K for everyone. I know, it's weak, but that's all I got. So now I want to talk about our A7 series cameras. Now, some of you might remember Stella. This is Stella. She's our little dog. And she was, this picture was taken, you can see she's having fun with her little ball on the side of her head there. This picture was taken by my daughter last week with our A7R Mark II. I want to point out the detail, and you can see the gray hairs. So one thing's for sure, she wears gray hair much cuter than I do. All right, so moving on from Stella. For the more ambitious storytellers, you can shoot a film scene, tell a personal story, memorialize an event, or bring your point of view to a historic moment, all with our A7R Mark II. And we know that creators are never satisfied with the status quo, so by combining new technologies with new approaches to production, an entirely new style of narrative can be born.